welcome or welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm excited to share another thrift haul with you. The last one I did was with all the items I got in June, so just keep in mind that I didn't find everything at once. These items were collected over the course of July and August. I also didn't have the best luck in thrift stores this time around, so most of the pieces are from Vinted, which is an online thrift platform. So let's dive in. The first item I got was this bag. I had been eyeing a St. Agni tote bag, but couldn't justify the price. So I searched on Vinted for something similar and found this one, which is perfect apart from the smell. It has a very strong leather smell, so if anybody has some tips on how to get rid of it, please let me know. An item I did find at the thrift store is this purple cardigan. And purple is actually a color that's not very prominent in my wardrobe. I've never really been drawn to it before, and I'm usually a bit cautious when buying colors I haven't liked in the past, because there is a good chance I'm being influenced by trends and I won't like it anymore in a year, for example. But with purple, it feels different. I truly think I've grown to like this color on my own without outside influence. It even got me thinking about the meaning behind the color purple. It's often associated with creativity, and using my creativity is definitely on my list because it's been a while since I painted something, for example, so I hope this cardigan will inspire me. The next two items are also thrifted, but this time from a store in Milan. And I didn't have the best luck there either. Most of the pieces were quite expensive. And while I was open to spending a bit more for something special, because I do love a souvenir, I just couldn't find anything I truly liked. So we ended up also going to a Humana store, which is a pretty affordable thrift shop. And that's where I found these two pieces. However, I have to admit that I'm still on the fence about this shirt. It feels very 2010s, and I keep going back and forth between loving it and being unsure. But the fit and colors were perfect, and if the 2010s ever make a fashion comeback, I'm sure I'll feel more comfortable wearing it. I also picked up this Adidas sweater from the same shop in Milan. I was a bit hesitant about buying this at first because it had some pilling and was definitely pre-loved. But after giving it a quick run with my fabric shaver, I'm so glad that I bought it. I've already worn it a few times, and even though it has a slightly worn look, I actually like that for certain occasions. And throughout this video you will see me wearing this pants that I also got from Vinted and is originally from COS, and it looks a little bit like a pants that I bought in stores a month ago, and although they are very similar, I feel like this one feels a little bit more dressed up because the other one that I bought in stores has a drawstring. And to top it off, I also got this bag from Nobody, also on Vinted. And Nobody is a brand that I look for constantly because I feel like the prices on Vinted are really good, but the pieces are of a very high quality. And I do like a structured bag with this look because it creates a little bit of a juxtaposition, but not too much where it feels off. And it wouldn't be a thrift haul from me without a striped button-up. This is something I'm always drawn to, but since I already own quite a few, I've become more selective about what I add to my wardrobe. So what caught my eye with this one was the purple and then the vintage stripes. Although I like all kinds of stripes, an uneven stripes where some are thicker or smaller than others is my preference at the moment, and then I'm also unsure what I will do with the length, so I might crop it because I have done that with quite a couple of button-ups already, and I have noticed that I wear them more if they are a little bit shorter. One item I'm really excited to wear this fall is this cardigan. For about 5 years, I almost exclusively bought oversized sweaters, and while I do love their comfort, I've recently been gravitating towards more fitted sweaters as they offer more flexibility when building an outfit. For example, I'd love to pair this cardigan with an oversized trench coat, and although I could do the same with an oversized sweater, it can sometimes feel like I'm drowning in layers of blankets. Another thing that I'm drawn to is asymmetry, and I do feel like we will see this more and more. I also do think it's a trend, but I don't mind it. I do like to include a little bit of trends in my looks, but not too much where I will feel like I can't wear this piece in 10 years. I really do feel like this is a piece that I will be wearing for a long time. Because to be honest, when you zip it up, it just feels like a long sleeve and it feels like a very basic piece. But then I feel like you can play with the color and you can zip it open entirely or a little bit and make a big color. So I also feel like you can do a lot with this piece. This piece I got in a thrift store, but I was drawn to it for similar reasons as the previous one, because you can also play with the zipper. This one is just a zipper that's in the middle, but you have two zippers so you can make it a shirt just when you like close it entirely, but then you can also just put the two zippers in the middle, or one high up or one lower, so there are a lot of options. And because this looks like a sweater, I can easily pair this with a long sleeve, which I already did. I actually wore this out with a white long sleeve underneath it, and I do like that look as well. Another very basic piece is this gauze sweater from Kashmir. It's very basic, but I still wanted to show it because I bought it on Vinted for a pretty good price, which is kind of spectacular for Kashmir. And although it is very basic, I know this will be a staple in my fall and winter wardrobe. I do have some sweaters that are similar to this one, but this one is a little bit more fitted, so I will also be able to wear this with my leather jackets, for example. The sweater does have some pilling, and I think that's why I got it for such a good price, because I think a lot of people are put off when they see that on a sweater, but actually you can get rid of it fairly easy. A piece that I haven't worn yet for obvious reasons is this jacket. It's very warm, but I'm very excited to be able to wear this because I have been looking for a similar style for a while. I had one a year ago, but then I lost it, and this one was perfect. It's very good quality, it's very warm. The only thing that I have to say is that it isn't that comfortable, like when you move your arms, for example, or it isn't that easy to put a handbag on your shoulders as well. The zipper is also a little bit rough, and it's also very cropped, so I can't put a lot underneath it. It's also fitted, although you couldn't really tell when you see the jacket, but I will not be able to put a sweater underneath it. But despite all of these cons, I do really like the look, and I do really think that I will love wearing this one. And then finally this skirt, which I will not be able to wear this fall, but I did really appreciate in summer. I actually bought it especially with my trip from Milan in mind, but I'm very glad that I bought it because it has some really nice details, and I think these are the kinds of pieces that you couldn't find in a normal store. So for these kinds of pieces you really just have to thrift. So that was everything for this thrift haul. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you soon.